So I've been playing around with this new Donner Hush X Pro guitar this past few weeks, and I just want to give you guys a full review on it, what I think about this thing, if I would recommend it or not. You might be thinking right off the bat, this guitar looks kind of crazy, and it sort of does, but it's got some really cool features that I haven't seen in any other guitars. You guys may have seen my review of their previous model, the non-pro version of this, which was pretty favorable. This is a really cool guitar, really neat design. So full disclosure, Donner did send me this one to check out for you guys, but you guys know I'm going to be 100% honest in this review, of course, just telling you my actual thoughts, what I think about this thing, and if it'd be worth checking out for yourself. So you can see there's a lot going on here with this guitar. The main concept that it's a very compact travel guitar, but with this new version, it's also aimed at more professional quality instrument. So we'll see if it actually lives up to that. But first, I want to show you the main features of this thing, which is how compact it is, how small it can get. Right now, we have it set up so it's in the full guitar shape, and it looks basically like there's almost nothing here, right? But these rail systems on the sides make it feel like a full guitar while you're playing. It actually sits really comfortable if you like to play in classical position even, or regular. It feels like a normal electric guitar once you're sitting there with it. Everything feels really solid. And when you want to put it away, it all fits in this small case. This is super tiny. It's like smaller than a violin case. Really nice. You could probably fit this in like a suitcase or just chuck in the back of your car. I'll show you how it all fits in there. All you have to do is pull the locking mechanism out to pull the body rails off of the guitar. Same thing with the bottom one, pretty easy. Then these just fit nicely in this front compartment here. Super secure. While we're in here, we might as well mention all the good stuff that Donner throws in. We got some special picks and a truss rod adjuster, some earbuds in here, we'll get into that later. Our charger, of course, extra guitar cable, a bunch of cleaning supplies, an instruction manual, even a strap for the guitar, and a strap for the case. But let's close up this top section. This main part here is where the guitar is going to go into. Nice and secure, pretty quick, just zip that up. Then you got a full-size electric guitar just in this tiny little case. Super convenient. Love taking this thing anywhere. But let's get it back out of here and check out the guitar some more. So before we get into all the fancy new upgrades and features in this guitar, let's just talk about our regular guitar specs. Normally we would start up at the headstock, but you'll notice we don't really have one on this guitar, which is actually super convenient, keeps it nice and small. I've had a lot of people asking how you actually tune it without the headstock. Pretty easy. You just have your tuners down here at the bridge instead, kind of like if you have a Floyd Rose or if you're used to that kind of thing, just your tuners down there. Works really nicely. And then we've got the neck, which is super nice actually. As you can see, it's got this matte black finish on here. Feels super smooth for playing on. And it's got a C-shaped neck, not super thin like your crazy Ibanez Wizards or whatever. Pretty comfy neck like a Fender or Gibson kind of style. And the neck is a nice mahogany piece, and you can see it goes neck through right into the body there, so it's super comfy, even playing up at the higher frets. You can see we got 22 frets on this one, and they're actually stainless steel frets, which is really nice at a guitar of this price point. You don't typically see those very often for guitars unless they're like over $1,000. So it's really cool to see on a guitar like this that you can get for like under $500. And it might be hard to see in the video here, but the frets are actually rounded off before they touch the edge of the fretboard, which is really nice. So there's no risk of sharp frets or pointing out or anything like that. Super nice fretwork. And our fretboard is actually roasted maple, so it looks really nice. Feels really nice to play on. I'm really happy with the neck. It feels great. They really upped the quality on the features with this one. Feels super high quality. We've even got a bone nut up here. And we've got this dual action wheel truss rod in here. Makes it super convenient if you need to do any truss rod adjustments. And our scale length on this one is 25.5 inches, which is similar to like a Fender style guitar. Super great. So you can tell it plays and feels the same way as any other electric guitar. Let's move down to the body. Of course, it is a very small body, but it is a nice solid chunk of mahogany here. So while this guitar is lightweight compared to other electric guitars, it does have a little bit of heft. It definitely doesn't feel like a toy or anything. It's going to like fall apart. And I really like this matte black finish on here. I think it looks really sick. Down here, we've got our special Donner bridge, of course, with the headless tuning system. Works really nice. So far, it's been holding tune really well, so that's also a good sign. And then we've got our volume and tone knob kind of combined into one on here. Outside is volume. Inside is tone. Then we've got our pickup selector, special knob that we'll get into a little bit later. We have some cool electronics that this thing can help function with. And this one also has some new custom Donner pickups in it. They're using Alnico 5 magnets, and you see we've got one humbucker in the bridge, one single coil in the neck. I've actually been really happy with these pickups. They sound way better than on the original Hush guitar. Also, let's pop this off real quick so you can see the bottom jacks here. This is where the bottom of the guitar connects into. And then we've got USB-C for charging, which is really nice. The previous guitar, you had to run a 9-volt battery if you wanted to do any of the special effects. And of course, we've got our headphone jack, which is really convenient to have. You can just plug right into the guitar. You don't have to use an amp. And we've got our typical line out if you want to just plug into your amp. Let's get this back on there. Snaps in real quick. So let's get into some of the new features they added into the Hush X Pro. This button here, if you hold it down, see the light comes on there? Then our guitar is turned on, and we have a bunch of effects up here. Let me pop this off so I can show you guys. Hopefully the camera picks this up, but we've actually got an OLED screen right on the top of the guitar here, which you can use to edit the effects, amp sims, all kinds of cool stuff right on the guitar. Basically has an amp built in. They have the Donner X processor system built into this guitar, so you can do all kinds of cool stuff with that. We even have a built-in tuner, and you can use these knobs to change around all the effects. You can use any of the amp presets that are built in here, or you can craft your own using all kinds of cool amp simulators and emulators. And this will come right through your headphone jack if you want to listen to the guitar directly, or you can plug it into an amp if you run it on like a clean setting. You can use just the effects from the Donner guitar, or you could plug directly into your audio interface and record the guitar. All kinds of options with this thing. Really loving the new features on this. They also have a new Donner app that you can connect to it and customize your own tone presets right on your phone. I'm sure you guys want to see how this thing actually sounds, so let's plug it in and check it out. We'll start with just the clean tone directly into the amp. And then let's try running some of the built-in amp effects from the guitar itself. That was on our neck pickup. Now let's try plugging directly into the amp with some of my usual metal guitar tone. Sounds pretty good to me, plays great, but let me know what you guys think. If you guys are interested in picking one up for yourself, check out the link in the description. You can use my code Mitch if you want a discount. And special shout out to my Patreon subscribers if you guys are interested in checking that out, also in the description. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you have a great one.